A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters.
He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Finds his man, it's Cunningham. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking for room. It's Lacy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Rebels will hustle to the line. A run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the time with the extra point. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give to Frazier. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He fires to the left side. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Handoff for Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's a give to Frazier. Finding some room. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's...
And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in linebacker draped all over him, but that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same.
There he goes to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
send the tight end in motion. On third down, here's Frazier. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the right side. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Rebels have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
He's got him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Got a man. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers in all of the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the air. It's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds and the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The run inside. It's Frazier. There's some room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On first down, Nate Frazier. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Nate Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 22 team, the Auburn Tigers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4 downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Cunningham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to get away. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's complete to the left. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. Lots of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Caught outside on the right. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
To give running right, it's Frazier.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40, at the 30. Inside the and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Handoff for Frazier. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's at...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Lacey. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Gets it out fast. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense tried to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. That's caught. It's Lacy. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback.
Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting get it back. It's a turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cook. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. A designed run for the quarterback. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Runs through a tackle, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's a heat. Escapes trouble. Going for it all. To the end zone and is picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. He wants to change this route. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense. They're going to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Frazier. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Bulldog! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Snags it and he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Gets it into the end zone.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. Stepping to the right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff for Frazier. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the...
Going downfield for the big play. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the outside, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Frazier again. Got a little press. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed. It's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll come up and take a knee.